Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, so today, hopefully it'll be just a little short reading because I do have private reads scheduled shortly. Anyways, here we go. So the first card I'm going to draw, actually I'll just be divinely obedient and know that it's going to work out the way it's meant to. But the first bit that I'm being asked to look at, where's my guidebook for this deck? There it is what is the current connection between the twins? So let's have a look. What is the current connection? What is the card the divine feminines are showing up with today? Okay, heart chakra. What is the connection space? Solar plexus chakra. What are the divine masculines in? Oh wow, we got so many, but the portal keeper, and under that was our ancient future and Mount Shasta. Very interesting energy. Okay, I'm just turning these, and then the underlying connection is vulnerability. Interesting is what I want to say. So there's something about Akashic remembrance. Oh my goodness. Drives me crazy. My hair interrupts my channeling sometimes. Okay, vulnerability. 56. This is the puzzle that we're working on as a duo right now. So real strength, holding space, healing past wounds, accepting yourself as you are, sharing from the depths of your heart, raw truths, compassion for others, and removing your armor. I'm just going to pull a little quick message from the divine masculine about vulnerability. What is it that the divine masculines would say from this vulnerable place to their divine feminine? What is it that the divine masculines would say to their divine feminine? Oh, your family won't like me, and time to ground yourself. Wow, so that is a reality check. The masculines, for whatever reason, are afraid that your family won't like them, divine feminines. So that's one of those vulnerable things that isn't being talked about. So let's just honor that for the divine masculines, that they're somehow afraid that your family, divine feminine, won't like them. And time to ground yourself really means, you know, it's coming into the physical, it's grounding. These are the real things that need to be released, the fear that needs to be released in order for these connections to come into being. And what is the vulnerability that the feminines would say to their masculines today? Divine feminines to the divine masculines. What is it that we can see? Simply just love me. Wow, so what I'm getting from this is all of those confusing templates of, let's say, neediness, non-attachment, all of that. At the end of the day, the feminines just want to be free to say, love me, because they love themselves and they love you. You know, there's a lot of pretending that we're not in love in these connections. And it really highlights, these are the connections where the actual love does exist. So keep that in mind, everyone. Feminines are vulnerable to say, love me, just straight up to their masculines. Love me, love me. And you know, in that I'm hearing, love yourself. It's that ricochet between the mirrors. Love me is all that ping pong. Okay, so the connection is solar plexus. Let's read what that is. Card number 4. Radiant illumination. Personal power, independence, self-discipline, confidence, assertiveness, decision-making, belief, intellectual abilities, expression of will, and bringing ideas into reality. Wow, I'm just getting so much about the potential here for two realized individuals that have a depth of compatibility like no other combination, being able to come together through free will and see where it goes. So there is a growing recognition of the true compatible frequencies between the twins is what I'm seeing. Okay, divine feminines are in heart chakra. Unfurling back to love. Love for oneself and others, relationships, compassion, forgiveness, empathy, connection, receptivity, acceptance, generosity. Feminines are just ready for love. Okay, portal keeper for the masculines, number 50. This card says, unique gateways to mystical experiences, psychic ability, raising your vibration, expanded consciousness, the Akashic records, past life ties, exploring the edge of reality for significant messages, seeing between the lines, and multi-dimensional awareness. There is truly more than meets the eye with you masculines, and this is the gatekeeping energy of that, the vault of worthiness, or the time is now kind of energy. Because this is on the table, I truly feel, masculines, that something ancient is being awoken in you towards higher love connections. But also there is this acknowledgement of your mastery that has pre-existed your willingness to be fully in regarding these connections. Outside of right and wrong, masculines, you do hold a key with your free will for this opening, for the allowance of these connections to go there. And we have Mount Shasta along with our ancient future. So I read our ancient future first. I'll just see what that says. So this is also the portal keeper card said past life. So we're bringing in the Akash here. Wisdom from indigenous peoples, ancestors holding the keys for the future, ancient remembering, bloodlines, how the past affects the future, a time to set up, timeless power symbols, activations for powerful shifts. So there may literally be something about the particular bloodlines of the twins holding keys. There may be Akashic remembrance, unusual combinations, and different past life remembrances that can come together. I'm seeing in my mind like holographic Rubik's cubes being manipulated into the final like alignment where it just clicks all into place with all of those factors that I just mentioned. It feels like it's that close to completion energetically in a way. And now Mount Shasta, 37. Your origins, the seeds that make you what and who you are, star beings, sacred power places, unexplained mystical phenomenon, intuitive messages and downloads, dreams and visions. So masculines, you're the portal keeper of the dimensions for these connections. Once you come to the reality of the true power you hold to unlock the dimensions within these connections with your divine feminine, I heard there's no going back. These are something else. These are next level, and they really do open the gates of perception if you should choose to go there, portal keeper. So this is a convergence of timelines, ancient, future, genetic even we're seeing. So, you know, the two counterparts bring missing aspects to the other regarding the dimensions, not necessarily like emotionally completing each other, though there could be great fulfillment in this sense. Energetically, there are real missions and puzzles and blessings to be unlocked in these combinations. Wow, really incredible messages there. Okay, let's come back down into the 3D and see where the Divine Masculines are regarding these connections today. So thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest and most beneficial information coming through. How are the Divine Masculines thinking and feeling for their Divine Feminines today? What are they wishing in the 3D? What are the things the Masculines are doing in the 3D right now? I'm going to ground this as completely as I possibly can interpret it in the context of the 3D, because the Masculines have requested that it's time to ground yourself, ourselves, feminines. So in the 3D, what are the Masculines thinking? Four of Pentacles and Page of Air. They're literally witnessing certain indicators in the 3D, so social media, friends, tuning in energetically, of both of your hearts expanding. They're seeing something at a distance, firsthand. I do feel like it's internally, because these are both in the reverse. I feel like the Divine Masculines are literally consciously aware of the growth that these connections have created in them. And for those who are thinking of you directly, they see that growth in you. It's a bit of a life review in certain ways, looking at how these connections have made you both better people, opened your hearts, is really the growth we're talking about here, though. There is a heart opening that has happened in the lives of all the twins, and the Masculines are making note of that today. What are the Masculines feeling on the heart space? Page of Wands and Messenger of Air. So we've got 3 pages already, all in the reverse. Everything's in the reverse right now. So this is all internal messages, readying. It's all pages. There is a new complete focus here. So we have Pentacles, Wands, Swords. Page of Cups is the only one missing, which is the love. So the page, the love, the growing recognition of the love here is being seen from all these different aspects. The proof on the mind space, the actions in the physical, the spiritual development, and those things are all combining to warrant love and describe what love is to the Masculines, is what I'm hearing. And this is on the conscious mind. This is in the 3D. This is not in the 5D. This is a growing understanding in real life about the nature of love, and the belief in love is what I'm seeing with this heart space opening. This is the tentative beginnings of actual belief that a love like this can, does, is existing right in front of the Masculines' eyes. For real. Have I said that? 3D. Masculines are understanding this love that way, and that this is actual love. What are the Masculines wishing for the connection? Oh, the Death card with the Queen of Pentacles. This is the nurture. This is the distance. You know, the Queen of Pentacles is the mother. It's the partner in the physical commitment. This is in the reverse. So the Masculines deeply want to transform these connections and bring this nurturing, loving, grounded connection into their homes. In the 3D, they'd like to live with you. They would like to spend more time physically with you. They would like to get past any of the illusions. They would like to transform. They're wishing for these connections to transform along with their growing understanding of what love is, and bring this into the physical. Masculines literally are wishing to ground this connection. I'm hearing wishing to see the readiness of you and them, Divine Feminine. I'm hearing the word agnostic. Okay, what are the masculines doing in the physical? Wow, messenger of air again. So we have another messenger. We do have the page of air and the messenger of air in this deck for some reason. So this is, you know, a little bit more focused effort regarding this love that the universe seems to be putting in the masculines' faces, in the masculines' vicinities right now. We go from the page of air and opening this to really the implications of a love like this. It's a deepening. Right in the first row here, we see a deepening from this budding to confirmations. This combo shows confirmations of signs. It's like another layer of the inception proof, personal signs, synchronicities, logical. The swords are all about mind and logic, and because this is all in the reverse, I'm hearing that their previous rational assessment has been turned upside down, and they're voting for the validity of love against their own previous judgments of what that was. They're very much questioning their reality. This is causing them to question the nature of reality because they cannot deny what the universe has been showing regarding these connections. And so, yeah, they're making note of this in the physical. They're making note of I'm hearing the harmony of their higher self. They're not necessarily using that languaging, but they know when they feel balanced. They know when they feel at peace, and they're starting to understand that connection between what matters and what doesn't matter. This is very ethereal, energetic, spiritual. This is not an external physical reality, although they do want to bring this into the physical. This is the energetic work we're seeing that they're doing in order to validate and actually ground it into the physical. So this is sort of like the insider scoop on what the Hermit would be doing. It's giving me that feeling, but it's more of instead of focusing on what is the meaning of life, the destiny, I feel pulled somewhere. This is more like looking at individual examples that have occurred in these connections and anchoring them in one by one, validating the different proofs of the love here as each of those things relate to their own understanding of connection, of alignment for them in their lives. Okay, what is the biggest challenge? Strength and the Six of Earth. Yeah, having the strength, the humility to offer reciprocity. And just feeling into the masculines waking up to the revelation that of what love really is and the merit, what type of reciprocity would be appropriate for that, because really it's a foreign concept, a foreign language. When you start to see the practical things that are examples of real love, there is a newfound intrinsic motivation growing that wants to show appropriate recognition in the way of equal give and take. But this isn't simply in the physical, though it is in some cases. I'm hearing the word kaleidoscope. You know, the array of options. Now I'm seeing the sun with all the sun rays, all of the myriad of ways. Oh, now I'm hearing, let me count the ways, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000. The infinite number of ways that this love could be expressed. Now I'm hearing poetry, and I'm feeling butterflies in the tummy. And I'm hearing there's no shortage of ways to express appreciation for this love. Ooh, the masculines are falling in love. They're actually seeing that it's not such a difficult thing, that it's actually more playful. And it's just about letting it in, and it does its own work in them. That's the feeling I'm getting. The little tickles, the butterflies in the stomach with each recognition that it can be so simple, so lighthearted. Oh, it's beautiful. So the masculines are challenged by just literally feeling into what love is, so that there is a freedom in the moment to not have to preconceive of a strategy, not have to worry about manufacturing something, that people-pleasing thing, and how to win you over, and how to be chosen by you or good enough. All of those things are falling away, and the challenge is for the masculines just to relinquish control of how that's supposed to look. And ooh, I heard become romantic. What is the spirit guidance? Ace of Earth and the Five of Swords. Yeah, this is typically the shallow victory, where we hold back, where we second guess ourselves, where we don't speak our mind or feel like we can be genuine in the moment. This is kind of a card that says our mind gets the best of us, and we either don't communicate clearly, not at all, or we say the wrong thing, or we just kind of dash in and do what's needed for a quick fix. This can be self-defeating behaviors, addictions. This is all turned, like coping mechanisms. This is all turned in the reverse to say masculines just recognizing that energy can move, like a pentacle. This is the Ace of Earth. Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles. Pentacles are offers in the physical. They're exchange of energy, exchange of currency, whichever type that is, emotional, mental, physical, spiritual, that we offer back and forth. And they do form the basis of equal give and take, reciprocity. So the spirit guidance here for you masculines is to really take the time, pause, don't scurry through a moment where there is an opportunity to represent true connection. This is talking about don't pass up the moments, seize the day, be present masculines, and offer from the balanced place. Make a decision not to stuff it down, be busy, scurry past, dismiss, avoid. Manage each pentacle or each exchange as they arise in every moment. That means initiate when it crosses your consciousness to do so. When something presents in your reality, pause, smell the roses, take advantage of genuine connection in that moment. Don't play games, don't put it off, don't wait. I'm thinking of messages now, text messages and those sorts of things. Don't worry and freeze. Come into the safety, I'm hearing. Where are the connections going? Ace of Swords and Six of Water. So truths being revealed. Ace of Sword is a breakthrough. Six of Water is reunion. We have that Six of Coins, the reciprocity, but reunion is also a coming home, a soulmate connection, a twin connection, a love connection, like a child coming out of the work of things and just being more present in the moment. So there is a growing presence here. There's equal measures of becoming aware that this love is real in a practical sense, and understanding that each moment that we recognize that is the moment that we can embrace it, interact with it, experience it more fully. So this is the capacity of the masculines to actually experience this love more fully. Wow. Okay. Many blessings, everyone. I think I went over on my next session, so apologies. And bye for now.